So let's do problem 14 using method 2. Method 2 is much simpler than method 1 because we don't have to sort the array. So the method is like this. We are going to set our first word as our prefix, and what we're going to do is we're going to iterate through the rest of the elements, and iterating would be a for loop starting with int I equals 1 until the length of an array. And what we're going to do is, as we continue our iteration, we are going to update our prefix, which is flower. So the way we do it is we check if the element starts with the prefix. If it doesn't, we remove the last letter of a prefix. And that operation will be a while loop. So while the word does not start with the prefix, and in that case we remove the last letter of a prefix, so we would remove R because flow does not start with flower, and it still doesn't start with flow, so we remove E. Now flow actually starts with flow. Then we move on to the next element, which is flight. And we can see that flight does not start with flow, so we have to remove W. And then it still does not start with flow, so we have to remove O. At this point, we know that flight starts with FL, so we return. And then that will be the end of a loop, so we would return our prefix. And the method we use for checking if the word starts with the prefix is index of method. So it will be index of prefix, meaning that does the word start with the prefix. If it does, it will return 0. So the condition will be if it does not return 0, meaning if it doesn't start with the prefix. And then for removing the last letter of a prefix, we have to use substring, and it will be 0 because 0 is the starting index, and then the index that goes here will be the one after the last character, so it will be length -1. So the indices for substring is a bit weird because that's the index after the last character. That's the starting index. So let's see how we can implement this in code. So we're gonna say string prefix equals strs 0. The thing is, the prefix can be anything. It can be the last word, but the middle word, but it's easier to start with the first one. And we're gonna do while for int I equals 1, I is less than strs.length, I plus plus, and then we do while strs I the index of prefix. Does the word start with the prefix? If it doesn't, we have to update our prefix. So prefix equals prefix dot substring 0, and it would be prefix dot length -1. So we check through the array elements, look at the individual one, update our prefix, and then we do need one more condition. What happens if prefix is empty? In that case, we just return empty string, or we can actually break the loop. and then we can just return prefix here. Let's run the test cases. It's passed. Let's submit. Okay, it's much quicker than we had in method 1. Alright, so that's it.